Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Unless you grew up in Vegas like I did, you probably don't know or remember the original Venetian. You probably think it's the big tower on the strip. No. The original Venetian was a small Italian restaurant, family owned, just off the strip. Had the best Italian food in town. Anyways, they had a tortellini dish there, and I don't remember what they called it, but I'm going to call it Tuscany Tortellini. I'm going to recreate it today so you can try it. So we're doing it next. The original Venetian Tuscany Tortellini next on Buzz Cooks. All right, let's get started right away on this super flavorful dish. This is an amazing dish. The family's gonna love it. The flavors are amazing. So we got our large stainless steel frying pan out, and I had about 6 or 7 slices of thick smoked bacon that I cut up into little pieces like that, and we're gonna cook in that pan. Then use a slotted spoon to take the bacon out, but you want to leave the bacon grease in the pan. Now once we get all the bacon out, we've got half of a white onion diced up. You can use yellow, it's up to you. Put that right in there with the bacon grease. And we're going to saute these pieces of onion up. Then we're going to add some garlic, about 3 cloves. I'm going to add 3 cloves of the garlic. I'm using the paste. You can use fresh, whatever you have on hand. And once those onions and garlic cooks for a minute or two, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to use a sift here because I don't want any clumps in there. We'll add that flour, and we're going to cook that flour for about a minute or two. Otherwise, you'll have a sauce that tastes like flowers if you don't cook it first. And we don't want that. Now you see all that underneath there on that pan? That's all flavor. So, how do we release that flavor into our dish? Well, we're going to add some cooking wine, white wine, whatever you have. Sherry even works. But we're going to add that to deglaze that pan. Now get in there and scrape up all that good flavor from the bottom of your pan. Comes right up nice and easy. That's what it's all about right there. And once we get all this off the pan, we're going to add about 2 cups of chicken broth. And while I'm doing that, if I could remind you to please like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified when we release new videos, which is every Wednesday and Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, that is. Out here on the West Coast, Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're going to put our chicken broth in. We still have the heat on medium-high. And we're going to start to reduce the sauce to thicken. We're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. And we'll mix that up real good. There we go. Now we're going to add 1 small packet of julienne sun-dried tomatoes. Try to get the ones that are not packed in oil. Next, we've got 1 packet of baby spinach. And we're going to slowly add that. And like, if you've ever worked with spinach, you'll see how that big bag of spinach really shrinks down to almost nothing. You see how fast it just starts to wilt away, but that's okay. Mix it in, wilt down, wilt down. All right, that's good for the spinach. Our sauce is starting to thicken up nice. Now we're going to add the bacon back to our dish that we took out earlier. Okay, next we're going to add about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And this will also help thicken that sauce up. And I'm using store-bought fresh tortellini. I got 3 cheese and chicken. So we're gonna open up that packet and we're gonna throw those tortellinis into our sauce. And we'll let those cook for about 6 to 7 minutes or until they are nice and tender. Just make sure everybody gets coated nicely. Look at that. It's getting nice and thick. Tortellinis are cooking. This is going to be amazing. Just got to make sure everybody's in the pool. And lastly, we're just going to take about 5 or 6 leaves of basil and rip those right in. You always want to rip your basil and don't cut it. That releases the oils and the flavor. So we'll mix this up. And once it's all mixed up, we're going to put it onto a serving dish. Top it with a little bit of Romano cheese. And you have an amazing Tuscany Tortellini that the whole family's gonna love. Make this dish and let me know in the comments how you liked it. And we'll see you on the next video. And hey, thanks again for watching and take care.